Hey everybody, welcome to Bura Tech. In this episode, we're going to be asking the question, should Microsoft re-release the Windows Phone? Alright, welcome back. Before we start this video, I want to make sure that you like and subscribe. The more likes and subscribers we get, the more content we can make. Alright, so we all know that Microsoft did release a Windows Phone and it failed. I actually had a Windows Phone and I thought it was actually quite good, except for the fact that it didn't have a lot of apps. And when I went to the iPhone, I thought the iPhone was a lot better than the Windows Phone, and I still hold that view today. Now, back in 2010, I thought that the Windows Phone was going to be a huge competitor to the iPhone because the operating system on Windows Phone I thought was a lot better than Android, but it came down to one simple feature as to why the Windows Phone failed, and that reason was that the Windows Phone didn't have many apps. Now Microsoft is releasing a kind of foldable tablet that runs on Android and is kind of a Windows Phone test tablet. Now the question is, should Microsoft release a Windows Phone that uses Android to compete with Apple? Now this is exactly what I think Microsoft should do. They should release a competitor to the iPhone that is a Windows Phone that uses Android. The main difference is that the Windows Phone is going to take privacy to the next level, just like Apple does. Because when you think about it, if you are really into privacy, there is Apple, but there's not really any other phones. Android doesn't really do a good job. Now, if the iPhone had one competitor, I think that would be really good because competition is really good. It drives down prices and it spurs innovation. But right now, Apple doesn't have that competition, but they could if the Windows Phone did exactly what Apple did, but for Windows. Now, I know there's a lot of people out there that are hardcore Windows fans, but like Apple iPhones better. And if they were presented with a good Windows Phone with a lot of apps, they would 100% switch over. And this is exactly what I think Microsoft should do. Now, what's also interesting is that Microsoft has allowed open platforms and other app stores on their devices. Now, if that were to happen, then I absolutely think people would flock to it. Now, the question I always get asked is, if Microsoft were to release a Windows Phone with their own OS, could it work? Well, I don't think it would, because app developers have to make an iPhone app and an Android app. Even cross-platform development environments like Xamarin or Flutter, you still have to do quite a bit of work. Adding that third mix will not be good, so it has to be Android. Now, Google Flutter is pretty good, and all the engines, that is Unreal and Unity and most of the other engines, support releasing for Android. And releasing for Android is very easy. It's quite a bit better than the App Store. Now, of course, the Apple App Store does things the way they do to keep things secure, and of course, I like that. Now, perhaps Microsoft could have their own App Store that has their own strict guidelines. Now, of course, they would allow other app stores, but you know that if you bought it from the Microsoft App Store, it would be vetted, and you know that it would be virtually malware-free. Because as much as I like competition, I do like my phone being secure, and I really hate viruses. So what do you think? Should Microsoft release a Windows Phone to compete with Apple that uses Android? I want to know your comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe. The more likes and subscribers we get, the more content we can make. Our goal is to get to 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And if you really like this content, you can buy our digital products down below. The more money you get from the content that you buy below, the more free content on this channel we can make. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.